Yes, boys and girls. Woo. Check it out. That puts this hour of the Ramsey Show in the books. We'll be back with you before you know it. In the meantime, remember, there's ultimately only one way to financial peace, and that's to walk daily with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus.
Ramsey Show ending.
It's Kelly, associate producer and phone screener for The Ramsey Show. If you would like to do your debt-free screen live on the show, make sure you visit theramseyshow.com and register. We would love for you to come to Nashville and tell Dave your story.
All right, now that Kelly's done, I'll talk there. Ramsey Show ending, as you can see. And there it goes. Oh, I forgot to put, whoops, live. Alrighty, put that in there so we can get rid of this. And let's check the old chat. What up, Sid? No luck at the auto lot. Sorry to hear that. While we wait for people to get into the chat, I'll put the links into the chat to schedule free financial coaching consultation assessment. That's ramseycoach.com/coach-money. And that link is at the top of the chat. And I have the other things that I put in there. I have those so I can copy and paste them. Do. Donations, which are right here, paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. Cannot get super chats or any other type of monetization from the YouTube until 1,000 subscribers. So we'll endeavor to get there, but until then, can use the PayPal to show your love. All right, and email is right there. CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com, and you can use that to ask me questions about anything. You can use that to help me finish the John Deloney song, which is to the tune of My Sharona. And there's no separate video for that yet, but it is on the Aftershow, the days after John has co-hosted, that he's been on the show at all. So there you go. Cindy does have a backup car though. Don't love it, but get it if she has to. What up, Spring? How's it going? All right, why don't we get started here? You know what time it is. Maybe eventually I'll have just like a video of this that I can play that leads into the show. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how that works. But until then, it's fun to sing live, at least for me. You guys sing with me if that's your thing. I remember to turn off the fan today. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every single one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. A full emergency fund of expenses stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. Borrowed future. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-bam. Live from Columbus, OH, it's the Ramsey Show After Show, brought to you by Tina Scher, the Queen of Sheba, who hopefully will be soon furnishing us with pics from, where's she going to? Bahamas, I think. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat and the people in it and all things financial. Whatever else I want to talk about, that's just what it is, yo. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money, and I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, also Ramsey Preferred Financial Coach. You can schedule a free consultation assessment at ramseycoach.com/Coach Steve Money. Link is at the top of the chat. Oh, what's some other ways you can get in touch with me? Here's the full video so you can try to guess where this kid is from with this accent.
Yeah, now 35, man, y'all know what's going on. Go get some triple, you know what I'm saying? All mains in the pit. Yeah, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Hey, I got Instagram? Yeah. Add me on the ground.
You can add me on the gram at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. Also Twitter. I know Instagram is more highly favored these days. But yeah, if you have any idea where that kid is, I think, didn't he say shrimp? Something about some shrimps. And that's why Sydney says not by you, though. So, you know, I guess I'll have to take our word for that. She would know better than we would. And if you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, I don't get any kind of money from YouTube at all because I don't meet the monetization requirements yet. Planning on hitting that. But for a while, it's just going to be the PayPal. So show your love there, paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. That link is also at the top of the chat. Speaking of, thanks for the IOs. Spring saving, she's 3/4 way of the way of saving up for the cataract surgery. Excellent. Alright, today the Ramsey Show was hosted by none other than Dave Ramsey himself, author of the best coaster in America, the Total Money Makeover. And told the mod today they ought to put the book in the store under, like, they leave it here under the books, but also put it under other, another selection, like under more or something, and put, say, the Total Money Makeover coaster, and sell it for the same amount, which is $12.99. Coming up here soon on the holidays. Normally they have a $10 book sale. So you could try to wait for that. Let's see, does the audiobook cost the same? $19.99 for the audiobook. Audiobook gift card, also $19.99. You can't, sometimes you can get occasionally, like, it'll be a lower price for the gift card, and then you can redeem it yourself, but not in this case. They're both the same. But you got to watch out for that kind of stuff all the time. The co-host was Ken Coleman, author of From Paycheck to Purpose, which is out next month. And you can pre-order that and get $100 in bonus items that will help you take your career to the next level, according to what it says right here. You can pre-order that. The clear path to doing the work you love is doing work you love, not doing the work you love. Clear path to doing work you love is the not subtitle. They call that something else, though, I think. Or is it subtitle? All right. And then in the third hour, Ken left. George Camel showed up. And it was a borrowed future theme hour. The new student loan documentary debuts. And you can get that on your Prime Video, your Google Play, and your Apple TV. It is also free for teachers to screen so they can show it to their students. It is also free upon your Ramsey Plus membership. Assume it would work with the 14-day free trial. If you haven't taken the 14-day trial, you can try that and see if it shows up there. It is in the benefits tab, which I learned today, which I never have seen, but I haven't seen that page in a while because I haven't been in Ramsey Plus. But yeah, apparently that's a Ramsey Coach thing, because I think it's been more than a year since my last Financial Peace University class, and so you get FPU for a year with that, but I think it's been longer than a year, so it must be free with Ramsey, the FCMT, or being a Ramsey preferred coach, or both. So yeah, borrowed future. How student loans are killing the American dream. And I knew Anthony O'Neill was in this. I did not know he was heavily featured, as the mod said today. So that's interesting. I look forward to seeing him in that. Yeah. Spring asks, when did Amazon start sending out paper catalogs? There was one in the mailbox today. Interesting. I don't know. Do you live in maybe they sent them to like rural areas and stuff like that, where they were like, oh, the backwoods people, they're waiting to, they're still ordering stuff out of the Montgomery Ward catalog, and so maybe we need to do that to hit this other market there, and maybe that'll work for them. I don't know. Just a guess. I haven't seen any Amazon mailers ever, so just a guess, though. All right. Like I said, that was a borrowed future theme hour for the last hour of the day. Again, still taking lyric submissions to finish the John Deloney song. This is the tune of My Sharona. That one that I was thinking of adding about the season of it's seasonal life is what it is on here. But when I was thinking about it, I didn't have my notes with me, and I used season of change, and I was told that he uses both of them. So it is. What does it go? The boy has some rain, has some range. Season of change is what you're going through, says John Deloney. Yeah, like that. So that's one I'm thinking about. But if you have other ones, spring does live out in the sticks. Sid paid for a vehicle report on the backup car, and it said it would be $1, but the pending charge is for $19. That's not very good. That's false advertising. Oh, Spring says the Amazon catalog she received in the snail mail was called 2021 Fashion Gift Guide, Holiday Style Heroes. All right. Good luck to Amazon. Speaking of Amazon and all the other big companies, market report. And we are not only up, but we are way up today. Not having got not back to the highs, but still considerably up today. NASDAQ trying to get to 2 points today, 2% today, but it did not. Let's take a look to see how far we're off. So that's where it started this morning, and that's where it finished. We are where? Yeah, we are for the high was September 7th. And that was $15,374.33, and we're at the $1482.43 now. And so, in 6 months, though, the 6 month timeline, it starts here and ends there, and that's up 5.59%, as you can see. Yeah, in the past month, it is down. Past 5 days, it's up, though. And definitely in the past 1 day, it's up. S&P should be about the same story. Let's see, 6 months, year to date. 6 months. The same day, I think. Let's see, which one is that one? 53695. Oh, and then it's down. So yeah, it's right there. 4536.95 on the September 2nd. And as you can see, it's 101 and 30, 29, something like 130-ish. Let's say 130-ish dollars difference. So, and you can see where that ended today. So trying to get back up there, but not quite. So Dow Jones as well. Let's look at the 6 month. So basically our same story, but that high was August 16th, and it hasn't made it back up there since then. September 2nd, when the S&P was highest, it was not at its highest, but still fairly up there. Judy Pine was thinking Sears, Penny, and Montgomery Ward Christmas catalog back in the day, right? And showing my age, I remember those. Kim, and I could not wait to see those, because then I could see all the new Star Wars toys that were coming out that year, because they always had new ones, and we didn't have no internet to be looking at stuff. Like kids today are spoiled, I tell you. That's the way it was back then, and that was the way we didn't like it. I mean, we liked it pretty well because we didn't know this internet thing was coming. If we knew, though, we'd be mad. All right, and let's look at let's do what we normally do, which is look at the earnings calendar. You got Dave's favorite, sarcastically, Bank of America on tomorrow. No, this afternoon. No, it came out this morning. Never mind. Apologies. On the 19th, Netflix. October 20th, Tesla. Facebook, Alphabet. Oh, all the biggies. All the biggies coming out with earnings in October. So we'll see. And that will, if they're all decent, that could propel towards a, maybe even if it didn't get back to a new high, that could still propel it, basically upward to the rest of the year. As you can see, Apple was up over 2%. So was Alphabet, which owns Google. So was Microsoft. Amazon, not quite half a percentage point. Facebook, 1.23, and Tesla, 0.89%. Alrighty, let me check green here really quick to see if Twitch hack files filled with pizza references due to prior breach. Oh yeah, Twitch got hacked. Yeah, that happened a couple days ago, I think. Let's see, I have that one. Stock soar as America's biggest banks are booming. Yeah, I don't know if that's Bank of America or not right there. That might be Barclays. I don't know. But anyway, they all made money today, or most of them made money. A lot more than expected today, and so that's why the market went up. It's fun when it's a cause and effect thing right there, other than, well, that's just how the traders felt today. Let's see, USA Today. Gasoline prices usually fall this time of year as vacation season ends. So why are they jumping? Oil price going up. Just a guess. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Alrighty, and let's see. Europe, all up. Asia, mixed. Currencies, Euro up on the US dollar. US dollar up on the Japanese yen. British pound up on the US dollar. The US dollar is down to the Canadian dollar A. And Australian dollar mite is up on the US dollar. The dollar, it tends to be down. Most days the market's up, I think, from what I've seen. And yeah, oh, so that was a barely there for the year. As you can see, it's like when you're talking 0.00 something percent, that's like barely. That's almost like flat. So we'll call that a tie. I'm going to call that one a tie. Also about the market, this from Reuters, which again is a news agency, just like the Associated Press. Wall Street jumps as earnings, economic data lift optimism, and we have, she should be looking more optimistic than that for this photo. Technology stocks rally, which is fine with me. Big banks rise, because I'm more heavily into that. Try to catch up with some of the earnings that I didn't make when I was being stupid with money. Big banks rise as profits beat forecasts. United Health jumps on strong results. Index is up. Yeah, the NASDAQ was up at 1.8% at one time today. Was hoping it was going to stay there and maybe even hit 2%, but didn't quite. Reached the article limit for Reuters. How dare you, Reuters? I should get like a press pass or something like that. I should have like free access to all of these. This one from the New York Post. Can't remember if we had anything from New York Post. Millennials have stopped signing 12-month leases amid 12-month. I'm not from New York. 12-month leases amid work-from-home limbo. New York is a fast town, so why is your lease so long? Slew of Silicon Valley-backed startups are asking just that as they seek to simplify the rental process by axing annoyances like 12-month leases and broker fees. They're betting that The new work from anywhere lifestyle will have renters bouncing for 30-day stints. Really? Why would you want to? I mean, I guess if you don't have anything, to move, but if you got stuff to move, you're not going to be moving every 30 days. But, oh, let's see. Gustav Anderson, 27, is a graduate student at Fordham. Is one of those movers and shakers. He recently used the short-term rental company June Homes to score a room in a 4-bedroom unit with a washer and dryer in Harlem late last year. He pays $1,000, $170 a month in rent. Rented several apartments before, and it was always a pain to find the right one. It took months, and I paid a lot in broker fees. In contrast, startups promise renters a turnkey apartment in as little as a day or 3 hours in the case of June Homes. That's fast. Without a long-term commitment. New York City law sets the minimum rental period at 1 month. Anderson adds that since he's a student and doesn't have the security of a regular income, he appreciates the flexible rental terms. Is that him? That's him, and he has a bed and some suits, it looks like. And a laptop. And unknown if that's his desk or not. Yeah. Spring riding hates moving. Yeah, I do too. And I just, as soon as I got moved, I was so happy. I set up the stuff that I needed. Set up my computer. Set up the bed. I set up stuff to I don't want to say cook because that's not what I do. To heat pizza and to do. And now I got an air fryer, which I love that because it's like a little mini oven and it does it in faster time. So it's like if air fryer, kind of like if a microwave and a oven had a baby, maybe. I don't know. But let's see. Very few clients ask about short-term rentals pre-pandemic, but now many more are. So there you go. Look. I wonder how much more of how many square feet that is. Or if that's it. You think that's it? Is that a design of the door right there? I don't know. I mean, that could be the whole apartment right there in New York City. Even if it is in Harlem. Other companies operating in short-term space include Blueground, which offers 30-day rentals, and Sonder, which operates hotels with a few units held for longer-term stays. For investors and landlords, a more transient culture means high turnover and big profits. All right. Oh, no, he's all right. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that's probably not bigger than my apartment, but I mean, look, he's got the TV. I might have that same TV. That one is that an LG? Can't remember. Maybe LG. That is an extra. Look at that extra wide microwave. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Gosh, you're gonna put a platter of something in there? That's pretty cool. All right. Welcome to Steve Comments on Photos. Pierre Grenoff, 31, an entrepreneur from Park Slope, for example, owns a building with 4 units in Crown Heights that June Homes rents out. The company has saved him a tremendous amount of time and money. He says he's a mom and pop landlord, which means he has to deal with filling the apartments, collecting the rent, and field tenant requests. It's a challenge that June Homes takes away. My tenants get 5-star service, and so do I. I wonder how much they charge for that. Does it say? It does not say like what they charge him for that, but I mean, at some point, if it takes that much work out of your hands, it might be good. Dan Brown's The Lost Symbol. Oh, Dan Brown has a TV series now. Interesting. On the Peacock. He's the guy that did the Tom Hanks movie. Never saw it. What is it? What is the Dan Brown written movie that Tom Hanks is in, and the sequel to it? I can't remember. The sequel was called something that didn't have any of the same words in it as the original movie. All right. Moving on. From CNBC, the breaking news, which is current. This update: stock futures flat after S&P's best day since March. That's just a future. It still has all day to trade tomorrow, so we never know. The FDA panel, Federal Drug Agency. No, what is it? Federal. Maybe it'll say in here. I can't remember what it is. Federal, Drug Authority. Don't remember. Administration panel unanimously recommends Moderna COVID booster shots for at-risk adults. Key FDA advisory committee unanimously recommended it. People ages 65 and older, not there yet. Thank goodness. The endorsement is despite mentioning the Montgomery Ward catalog, the endorsement is a crucial step before the U.S. can start giving third shots to some of the millions of Americans who originally received Moderna's vaccine. Spring said 30-day lease would make sense if she could be guaranteed of a renewal, and if I was planning on moving soon into a home of my own if I were still in a rental situation. Yeah, if you could find somewhere that would be 30 days and the renewal. Unfortunately, a lot of places like to have notice so they can have somebody ready to go in there, so they're not stuck with it being empty when you would like get a house. This from Yahoo Finance. I'm ready with the pause. Pause for the calls. As you can see, Yahoo Finance has very pretty graphs of the day's trading. And even the small cap Russell Index, which we didn't talk about, was up 1.44%. But as you can see, and even crude started going down, oil, but then it finished up as well from yesterday. Gold just slightly down. No metals, by the way. Dave Ramsey recommends no commodities, no metals, no buying real estate with anybody, no rental real estate mortgages. You get your mutual funds and real estate you pay for in cash by yourself, no REITs, which is real estate investment trust. That's where you're basically buying it with a bunch of other people. Boom. And it's different than a mutual fund in that the money, in a lot of them, the money can be trapped there for several years where you can't do anything with it after you put it in. But anyway, this article is the best and worst states for jobs as new unemployment claims fall to a pandemic era low, which should be good news. And okay, I'll click the other thing. We don't have a list. We don't have a list. How dare they? I thought this was going to be a nice quick article being in a list. Okay. The unemployment level has come down sharply from a pandemic era high of 15.9% in May 2020, but it's still elevated compared to 2019's average of 1.2%. What are we looking for? The best and worst states for jobs. Okay, is this going to say the unemployment rates? I don't know that the unemployment rates in it means those are the best states for jobs. Hawaii with an insured jobless rate of 2.9%. I don't know what that means either. An insured jobless rate. All right. If it's a slow day news day tomorrow, I'll look more into this and see what insured jobless rate is, and also look through these percentages to see if I can figure out which one is which and so forth. I'm sure I could now, but I don't want to take the time because it's a show, people. All right. Americans revert to favoring reduced government role. This is from Gallup, and they do polls. There's your Capitol building. Story highlights 52% say government is doing too many things. Last year, majority favored active government role. Half prefer lower taxes and fewer government services. Sorry to get off track here, but the 52% saying government doing too many things. If you saw the movie Benny and June with Johnny Depp and Mary Stuart Masterson, there's a time where he is cleaning up everything and he's got all kinds of contraptions and stuff set up to where it like cleans multiple things at one time, and like everything's in there moving. And Mary Stuart Masterson character comes in there and she's like, too many things. It's fun. Good movie. Dateline, Washington, D.C. Americans have shifted back to favoring a more hands-off approach for government in addressing the nation's problem after rare endorsement of a more active role last year. Currently, of course. Government getting more involved, get more involved. And they get more involved, and then like, whoa. Currently, 52% say the government is doing too many things that should be left to individuals and businesses, while 43% want the government to do more to solve the country's problems. In contrast, a record high 54% of U.S. adults last year said the government should do more to solve problems. That's about last year marked the only the second time in Gallup's 29-year trend that at least half of Americans endorsed an active role for the government on this item. Yeah, normally it's less than 50%, I believe. Let's see. Trying to do too many things. All right, the Republicans, of course, think that, and more of them think that. Independents, 51. Look at 38. Didn't think they were trying to do too many things in 2020, and then back up in a big way. 57% there from your independents. And Democrats, 27% thought they should be trying to do too many things. And 2020, 13, and then up to 18 this year. But look that disparaging. I guess that's your difference between Republican and Democrat. 72 in the 2019, 72% to 27%. 74 to 13, 80 to 18. So I guess that's your difference there. Public prefers lower taxes, fewer government services. Yeah, all right. Majority continues to say government has too much power. Americans more inclined to say government regulating business too much. Too many things. The bottom line is more Americans typically prefer a limited government role to an active one, think there is too much rather than too little regulation of business, and believe the government is too powerful. The COVID-19 situation and the Trump administration's response to it in 2020 may have briefly changed Americans' views on the proper government role, but whatever effect it had is now disappeared. Very nice article. This from Fox Business, BIDNES. 3 key mortgage rates hold the line, one edges up. So act now for savings, this says. I guess since the one edged up a little bit, you think that your savings to refinance or get a home is going to be gone because they'll be going up. The Fed has said they're going to slowly get back into raising interest rates. So we'll see about that. Yeah, plus 0.125 for 15s. Oh, the 15s went up. Interesting. Today's bump in the 15-year rates is likely tied to ordinary day-to-day fluctuations in mortgage rates, but this is the highest this term has been since April 15th. Meanwhile, 30-year rate, the most common, held steady. So that is interesting why the 15-year changed, but the 10-year did not. Interesting. What's a good mortgage rate? Current average mortgage rate is 2.594%. Highest it's been since April 6th. Alrighty. How are they calculated? Let's see. Rates assume a borrower has a 740 credit score and is borrowing a conventional loan for a single-family home that will be their primary residence. The rates also assume no or very low discount points and a down payment of 20%. Credible mortgage rates will only give you an idea of current average rates. The rate you receive can vary based on a number of factors. Yep. Indeed. All right, this is from the Wall Street Journal. 4.3 million workers are missing. Where did they go? Many economists expect the shortage to last years, and some think it could be permanent. That by these three authors there, and can't read it because you got to subscribe. Scarce labor is becoming a fixture of the U.S. economy. Reshaping the workforce and prodding firms to adapt by raising wages, reinventing services, and investing in automation. Let's just see if you can listen to it all. But wait, more than a year and a half into the pandemic, the U.S. is still missing around 4.3 million workers. That's how much bigger the labor force would be if the participation rate, the size of the population, 16 or older, either working or looking for work, returned to its February 2021 level of working, I'm assuming that says. But yeah, let's see if it allows you.
4.3 million workers are missing low-paying service industries.
Oh, there you go. It lets you listen to the whole thing. So that's interesting. I don't want to play it. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for that or not with the YouTubes. We don't want to get in trouble with the YouTubes. This from CNBC. Something about crypto. Crypto could cause 2008 level meltdown. The Bank of England official warns. A Bank of England official warns. There's not just one, I assume. Again, CNBC, and they have the fun key points here. In a speech Wednesday, this gentleman likened the rate of growth of the crypto asset market from $16 billion 5 years ago to $2.3 trillion today to the $1.2 trillion subprime mortgage market in 2008. Well, regulators around the world have begun to work to establish a public policy framework through which to manage the exponential growth of crypto assets. But the Cunliffe, is that official from Bank of England, said this must be pursued as a matter of urgency. All right, well, I mean, I'm kind of confused by this because when you do the subprime mortgages, that's people paying loans back, or either when they were unable to, and so that caused a big problem when so many were unable to after they gave out all those subprime mortgages. Then of course that led to banks not getting their money back on those, but you still had it on a house, on an asset that is right there. Granted, the tenants could have destroyed it. I mean, the the mortgagees could have, done bad damage to it. But anyway, you'd still have the house there. Now, crypto is, whatever you think it's worth. It's like, digital currency. It's, so, and there's no, China said no way, not doing that. So, how real can it be? You can't take it into Walmart and buy anything with it. So, I mean, every day I'm reading, see stuff about how this company is going to let you do this certain thing with crypto, or a certain type of crypto, but it's only Bitcoin and then not the other ones, and to transfer from one to the other you have to pay transaction fees and so forth. So it's not like regular currency at all. I think it had to be more like regular currency. GD Pine says that the more 15-year than 30-year loans being requested, bank won't make as much money. Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, that might be it. That might be the reason. Maybe Dave is getting through to some people and they're doing 15s. Let's check. Breakdown of number of 15-year year mortgages watching Steve Google stuff compared to 10 or 30. Let's see if anything comes up like that. Ads. What's the difference between them? I knew this was going to come up. Let's see. Oh, here we go. What percentage of mortgages are 15 years? About 90% of home purchase mortgages are 30 years. About 6% are 15, and that's from August 7, 2021. So that's that's from just a couple months ago. So that's not why. That's probably not why. Interesting. All right. Spring recalls when when she and her dad bought this house. The real estate agent said a few years back rates on 30-year were less than on 15. Right. Well, they'll make that back on the 30-year term of it. So, and I think that's what it is now. Hopefully that ad won't. Oh, come on. I'm not clicking bunches of stuff. Didn't something else show me the mortgage rates? We're just talking about them. Was this it? Nope. I thought it just had an article with the mortgage rates on it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So 3 point, and actually, oh yeah, it's they may have changed from that idea. I mean, because it could be that they've found with the 30 years that maybe some people are paying them off faster, and so they don't get all that money back, or that they are being refinanced fairly quickly, and so they don't get all that money because it gets refinanced from another bank. So, yeah. So today, yeah, it's more. The longer the rate, the longer the term of the mortgage, the higher the rate today. Interesting. I wonder when that would have changed. She actually worked with a couple and created a 15 amortization plan using the 30-year rate. So they took a 30-year loan and paid it off in 15. Cool. That's great. That's great if you're going to do that. But Dave says to get a 15 because all 15-year mortgages are paid off one way or the other in 15 years. So you don't have people like to get the 30 years so that they have more wiggle room. Dave doesn't want you to have more wiggle room. Let's see. In lieu of Ohio fact of the day, I have this from Snopes. Fact checks, food. Did Raising Cane's send corporate staff to work as cooks and cashiers amid labor shortage? From the office to the deep fryer, they reportedly went. That image from the Grump. Look at that. That is your... that's more than one meal there. That's not just one meal they have. What I normally get is for $7.29, which would be approximately this bowl here, except I think this is 6 chicken fingers. You get for $7.29, you get, and that's no drink. You get your 4 chicken fingers. You get your 1 Texas toast. You get double fries instead of coleslaw with it. So you can either get half the fries and coleslaw, or you can get double fries. And there is your wonderful, wonderful cane sauce. So yeah, there's the other drink. Yeah, there. So that's two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's there. That's it there. Oh yeah, see, this is the single. This is the single order of fries and the coleslaw right there. So, but they both have 2 extra pieces of chicken fingers. Anyway, making me hungry. The claim is that and this on Snopes.com, the fact-checking website. In October 21, Raising Cane's deployed corporate employees to work as cashiers, cooks, and recruiters at the chain's restaurants across the country. So apparently this was in debate whether this was announced somewhere, I guess, and it was in debate whether it actually happened. So Snopes gets a hold of it, and they say it's true. The context is the struggle for companies nationwide to fill positions during the COVID-19 pandemic wasn't the only motivator behind the initiative, according to Raising Cane's management. The company was also trying to expand. The origin is October 21. This purported side effect of America's shortage of hourly workers due to COVID-19 pandemic circulated as a claim on social media feeds. Of course, social media was involved. How silly of me. Raising Cane's had supposedly ordered its corporate staff to ditch their office duties to work as cashiers and fry cooks at the fast food chain's restaurant. And there's some Instagrammer. Oh no, it's Twitter. My bad. It's on the Twitter. Posting that. Got 3 likes on it. The rumor was factual, though deserves some added context. Bloomberg was the first to report on the business decision in October 5th story. Starting this week, about half of the office employees will work as fry cook cashiers, also help with recruiting in the chain's restaurants across the country. The Baton Rouge, Louisiana, we know a girl from there, a young lady from there. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, based company with 530 locations is trying to hire 10,000 new restaurant workers in the next 50 days. It's no secret that today's hiring market is a challenge. Ahead of our massive growth next year, having the support we need is critical. So it was true they deployed them to work front lines, but only part of it was the pandy. The other half was they're expanding. So they had a lot of jobs to fill. Cool. Now, let's see. They simply need to give a break to the shift manager who's now being stuck on the fire. Who said this? The person they talked to apparently even did it. Trying to find out who he is. Co-chief executive officer. So even he wore Red Cane's polo, worked several shifts, serving customers at a restaurant in the Las Vegas area. According to the Review Journal, he said all corporate employees at some point undergo cashier and kitchen training, no matter their job title. That's interesting. But why wouldn't he? So, Snopes looking for donations, I guess. All right. So, like I said, no Ohio fact of the day today. And let's see. Upcoming streams. This show right here. is the, what is it called? The Ramsey Show Aftershow show. And it is live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And that is right after the YouTube video of the Ramsey Show ends. And so I will see you guys tomorrow on that. On the show, I mean. Right after that show ends. Let's see. What's upcoming? Probably tonight. I slept in this morning, so probably tonight I will play some Lost in Random. Do my second video of a full playthrough of that. Bella is out this weekend as far as father-daughter gaming, so maybe the weekend after that, which would be the 20... That Saturday is the 22nd. The 23rd would be the Sunday, so maybe then. So yeah, probably tonight on Lost in Random. And then PC Building Simulator, the free build, since I didn't get to build a computer on my first stream. It was just computer repair stuff, which was cool. Again, it was like, let's take Steve's life and make it into a video game. Of course, they're missing all the streaming stuff and the coaching stuff and you know, and so forth, and the Menard stuff. They're missing all that, so that would have, you know, maybe they can make a DLC, which is downloadable content. Maybe they can do some DLC for that one day, a Steve-centric DLC. And I'll try to get into and see if I can get hunt down Bella's boyfriend Justin. That's my daughter. Her boyfriend Justin to play me again in Dallas Cowboys versus Washington football team. He kicked my butt the first time, 35-21. Let's see what else we would have coming up here in the computer. Ramsey Coach Support and Tech Support are both the same type of stream where I read the associated subreddit on the Reddit, and I talk about people's problems, like if it's Ramsey Coach Support, about if they ask questions about the baby steps or whatever they're asking questions about. People also post success stories on there or saying how much progress they got. There's also some people on there which normally are in like different threads of it, different threads of the subreddit, where like people complain about the way Dave runs the company or things they would do different on the show. Basically, it's like some of the chat sometimes, but it's in there. But anyway, I try to skip over all that, but I might occasionally address it if I happen to see it. But on the tech support, it's people asking about their normally phone and computer problems. I normally stay away from the phone because I don't do phone repair. But if it's something, you know, that I know about, I will talk about. But I'll say what could have caused the problem, what they can do to troubleshoot it, and how they can fix it. Don't forget, if you have not heard the Baby Steps song, which you have if you listen to the very beginning of this episode, because I sing it on every episode now. The Dave Ramsey Baby Steps song, just a song by itself. This is the temporary lyric video. I'm going to record it better. I still need to get the timing down on those two parts that I usually mess up on. There's two parts where I mess up on where there should be more words there to match with the original song. But I just left them out, and so I just got to come in at the right moment to make it fit. So, and that's why when I make those mistakes there, I start laughing because I haven't gotten it down yet. Still haven't talked to award-winning board game designer Stephen Glenn in about a week or so. So wait to hear back from him to see if he has time to do board gaming with Stephen Glenn. And if so, we will do that. But I'm planning on alternating the tech support and Ramsey Coach support. I'm planning on alternating them. And I don't know why that's not showing. I don't know why Ramsey Coach. I mean, it's right here in the financial, but there should be a Ramsey Coach playlist as well. Maybe I created it but didn't tell it to create it to show it. Maybe, but yeah, it's called Ramsey Coach with Coach Steve Money. If you have a better name for it, certainly send me an email and find out. Send me an email about any other questions you have or anything else. To schedule a free coaching consultation, it's ramseycoach.com/Coach Steve Money. The link is at the top. For donations, PayPal address is right here, paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. You can also just log into your PayPal account, hit send money, and put in my email address, coachstevemoney@gmail.com. And I think that's about it. I'm going to go home and chill for a little bit, and probably 8 p.m. is my projected start time for... Where is it? Oh, I moved this. Lost in Random. This game right here. Let me show you another little bit about it. I made the room kind of dark there, so it would fit in with the atmosphere. Wasn't that cool? And yeah. Now some people I can appreciate can't watch this kind of stuff because it it goes crazy. My ex-wife could not do that. Some people can do that if they're the one controlling it because they know where it's gonna shift to. And so yeah. So, but that I'm gonna play that tonight. That'll be my second video on that live stream. Second live stream. Live stream's different than a video. All right. So the goodbye on this show is longer than the intro, and the middle sometimes. So let's see. What do I have to do here? Oh, I got to go back to this. Alrighty. Subscribe. That's the main thing. If people subscribe, you definitely need to up the subscriber base. Got to get 1,000 before I can get any cash from the YouTube. So right now it's all PayPal donations or nothing. So definitely subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. I'll let you know when I do any kind of these streams. If the mod doesn't post the Ramsey show for chatting like he normally does, if that's not up by 10 a.m. on weekdays, I post my channel like I did yesterday. And that gives us a place to chat before the show, which a bunch of us do all day in there while we are doing our other work at our jobs. Alrighty. And we end it by saying, make smart financial decisions every day.